Hello there. I bet you might be wondering, is she wearing pants right now? The answer is no, because this shirt kind of is like a dress a little bit, and also it's way too hot. As you saw by the thumbnail, we have a lot of stuff to get into, so I'm not gonna bog you down with a big long intro here. I just want to point out that I am wearing a Steve Harrington Stranger Things shirt that I love. I haven't worn it yet, but I did thrift it at the same time that I thrifted quite a few of these movies, so I thought it'd be cute. Before I get into things though, I do have to stress that if you would like to join this cult, then you have to click subscribe. Don't be afraid. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds crazy, but we're a super cool cult. Everyone is allowed to have their own opinions, no brainwashing. We're like the version of the cult that you see at the very beginning of the movie, where it just seems like, oh, what a nice community. Everyone seems so happy. With our cult, you never get to the bad part where you realize that your unholy ruler is actually insane. So join us. Click subscribe. Also click the like button and the notification bell. That way you never miss our next meeting. In today's meeting, the first order of business I think will be to unbox all my subscriber mail. As you saw from the thumbnail, there is a very big box and I'm excited to get into it. I don't know what's in there. You guys send me all kinds of crazy stuff all the time. I'm not gonna start with the big guy though. I think that I am gonna dive right into this first Amazon package here because it doesn't feel like a movie, so this is not gonna be part of the physical media haul. I do have my wish list down below, so every once in a while someone gets me something from that. ASMR. So good. Oh my god. It's the Bat Squishmallow. I've never had a Squishmallow before because like I'm not super into stuffed animals, but this one is actually so cute and I think would look really good on my bed. From Ryan Douglas Bruner. Thank you so much. I want to open it up. Maybe I am becoming an ASMR channel. It's so hilarious to me. They vacuum sealed it in this little bag. It looks so funny. So it'll take a little time probably to puff back up to its full size. We'll just let this guy kind of like marinate over here. How about that? We'll check in on him later. Up next, I think these both feel like Blu-rays. So let's give this one a go. Oh, this one is also from Ryan. Thank you. We've got... one of my faves, one of my absolute faves. It's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I've wanted this one for a very long time, so I'm super pumped. This one's got deleted scenes, spotlight on location, and D-Box motion enabled. That's crazy. My bed is not D-Box enabled, but maybe someday. You can also connect to the internet and download even more bonus content. Love this movie. Thank you very much. We'll start a stack over here, I suppose. Last smaller package. Also from Ryan, my goodness. Oh, and whoa, it's They Live. I love this movie to death. I just finally got to see it in theaters for the very first time, and now having it on 4K in the best quality. Thank you so much. This is going to live very comfortably on my John Carpenter shelf. This one also has a ton of special features. I'm not gonna read them all off because it's a lot, so you can just like pause and take a little gander if you want to. Okay, last box of the day. I'm kind of trying to just blow through these because my last physical media update was an hour long, so I'm trying not to do that to you again. Oh, it's heavy! From someone named Ricky, thank you. Gotta do this without showing your address. If this is a ton of movies, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I don't have enough room. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, there's a letter. I keep these to myself because usually there's like personal stuff in them, so I'm not gonna read this on camera. Oh, but there's like a bunch of stickers. Oh man, I do think this might be mostly physical media. Uh-oh. Oh golly. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to go like two at a time and just kind of blow through these. We're not gonna focus on special features unless it's something really, really cool. So first up, we've got The Lost Boys and we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which I did just get this on DVD. So I already got that upgrade, baby. I think that was literally in my last physical media update. So more giveaways coming at you soon. Okay, Total Recall. Was I sent this by somebody else too? I might have been. I'm not sure. We've got, oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is in like the new Target packaging, a newer special edition of it, because we've had this on DVD as long as I can remember when I was growing up. This also has a ton of bonus features, so this is a classic. Thank you. Starship Troopers. You know, I worked with Casper Van Dien, but I've never seen this movie, and that's what everyone was talking about. Like all the other PAs were like, oh my god, it's the Starship Troopers guy. So I can finally give this a go. Oh, Scream 3 and Scream 2. I do have these on DVD. It would be nice to have them on Blu-ray, so this is actually a nice little upgrade. We've got, oh, 3 from Hell. cool. So this is so nice because I won't have to track this down on streaming for our next watch along. And it's unopened. How nice. We have a movie called Undead that I've never heard of. I'm assuming, yeah, it looks like some kind of zombie movie. Just whipping through these, you know what I mean? There's no other way. But Elf, this is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. I love it to death, but I don't own it. My parents have a DVD back home, so this is also like a nice little upgrade. A lot of Christmas movies, actually. This is Christmas Vacation, and I don't have a lot of good classic Christmas movies on DVD or Blu-ray, so this is nice. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This is a comedy with Steve Martin that, is this also Christmas related? I feel like it might be. Yeah, I think it is. I've never seen this one. Last Action Hero. We got another Arnold movie, and I have not seen a lot of his stuff besides Terminator. Oh my gosh, Krampus! Oh, I love Krampus. I've been wanting to own this one forever. Good little Christmas haul right there. This is also just gonna have to become a pile over here because there's no way that I can deal. I can't like put it on the desk. And I still have all the stuff that I thrifted in a horror pack. This is too much. This is entirely too much. I'm stressed. Luckily though, I did clear up some other storage in my house, so it's not gonna become crazy. My life is not gonna be overflowing with these. I do have storage, but I am feeling a little overwhelmed. Can you tell? Oh, we have a Joan Crawford movie. I Saw What You Did. I would love to get more into her filmography. I love her in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and also Straight Jacket. Oh, I love that one. William Castle. Check it out. A movie called Fender Bender that I've never heard of. Interesting. I also don't know if I've heard of this one, Elizabeth Harvest, but it's starring Carla Gugino, who we love her. We know her from all the Mike Flanagan stuff, so cool. The Dead Room. This one seems a little iffy if I'm being honest. Maybe a straight to video situation here. We have Robert Englund in Dance Macabre. Whenever I do my deep dive of him, this will come in handy. A movie called The Cured. I swear that someone else has also sent this to me before. I think that I have this on DVD. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see right here. We have John Carpenter's Village of the Damned. I actually like this movie a lot. I think that I ranked it in my top 5 Carpenter movies. Super underrated, but I haven't seen the original. Oh my gosh. We have another copy of They Live. It looks like another giveaway is incoming. Okay, I'm gonna put this down and then I can just kind of take some bundles out at a time. Ooh, what's this? The Last Starfighter. I have not heard of this one, but kind of fancy packaging. Oh, we have The Others. I already have this in a collector's edition, but I think it is Blu-ray. I don't know which one I'll hang on to. I'll probably end up giving away the other though. Oh, Cujo. Never owned Cujo, but 80s, right? 80s Stephen King classic. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I have never heard of this one. It's from 1920. This is, I think, officially the oldest movie of my collection now. Cool. The Shiver of the Vampire. That sounds very interesting. And also, is it homoerotic? Question mark. I see 2 ladies on the front. Oh, I wish I had time to get more into these, but we simply just do not have that luxury today. A movie called Fascination. Oh wait, I don't know if that other movie was actually from 1920. It kind of looked like it was. This one says that it is set in 1905. Let me clarify. Oh yeah, no, okay, this was from 1920, yes. This one is just set in the early 1900s. Black Magic Rites. Another one that I am not familiar with, but it is apparently filled with psychedelic 70s style by Italian cult director Renato Polselli. I'm in. Oh, we have Saw on Blu-ray, which I think I have several copies of it on DVD. Maybe I should finally give up my early 2000s copy, but no, I don't think I will. I feel like I'd rather hold on to that one than have it on Blu-ray. Is that wild? Oh, My Bloody Valentine. Wait, is this the original? It's the original with a bunch of special features because I have this one on DVD and now I got it on Blu-ray with a bunch of special features. I love this movie. Here we have The Children. This looks really spooky and weird. From 1980. Okay, so we're really filling out my collection in terms of like 80s classics. That was the case for my last haul too. Oh, this one's a big old chunkalunka. What is this? Battle Royale, the complete collection. Okay, this is kind of crazy looking. What? This is pretty wild. I can't even see what I'm looking at right here, but I'm sure that it is gorgeous. I'm sure. It's giving me that vibe. Let's see. Oh, so it's like all the characters and stuff, and ooh, and I have never seen these. This is such a nice like collector's edition too, and disc 4 has a ton of special features on it. Wow, that's amazing. We have Dracula, the complete legacy collection. All 6 films from the original legacy from 1931 to 1948. I have to hold this one up for you too. Wow. I mean, oh, it's backwards. Yeah, this is wonderful. And there's also like a ton of bonus features on it. So wow. This will be very helpful for my Universal Monsters deep dive. Oh, I'm obsessed with this because I recently also found a similar thing with all the Frankenstein movies in it. This is just It's perfect. And Sleepaway Camp, been wanting to own this one too, a classic. This one is Ninja 3 Domination. Okay. A lot that I've never heard of in this little bundle here. A lot of stuff is in bubble wrap. Let's see what this one is. This one is something called the It's Alive trilogy. Also, I'm sorry I'm not like holding everything up, but sometimes it just takes a minute because it's got to like autofocus and it's annoying. It's Alive 2, and Island of the Alive. I've never heard of these. The first one's from 74, then 78, and then 87. Interesting. It's a trilogy that spanned 13 years. To fill out my 70s knowledge of horror. Oh, we've got The Last House on the Left, the unrated cut of the remake. I do already own this. I don't know if it's unrated though, so I've still never seen this because I've kind of not wanted to. I've been kind of scared. Hocus Pocus on Blu-ray. I do have it on DVD, so this would be an upgrade for me. Next up, we've got Clive Barker's Sorry, that I got too excited. That was gross. I've never owned Hellraiser before, and this is one of my absolute favorite horror movies of the 80s. I love this movie to death, so immediately to have it on Blu-ray, it's amazing. We also got an upgrade for Halloween Resurrection. I do have this on DVD, but Blu-ray, thank you, upgrade. And H2O. This is like one of the only movies of the franchise that I was missing, and I love H2O. And to have this timeline together on Blu-ray, I love that. It looks like there's more. We have Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, and I think that this is the unrated producer's cut. Yeah, so not my favorite cut, but maybe 6 is in here too. Because we also have Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers on Blu-ray. So I just get to upgrade a lot of my Halloween collection to Blu-ray now. That's lovely. Oh, Ghost Ship. This movie has got a very iconic opening. Oh my god, I'm filling out my Friday collection too. We have Freddy vs. Jason. I never owned this before, and on Blu-ray, oh, I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled. Creepshow. I also love Creepshow. This is on my watch list for this month. I love this movie. Oh, Wesley Snipes' Blade. I have never ever seen this before. Supposed to be really good. This is a lot of people's like favorite vampire movie of all time, right? So hell yeah, dude. Oh, extra hell yeah. I got The Witch on 4K. I do have this on Blu-ray already, so just another lovely upgrade, baby. Oh, and we also got Cloverfield on 4K. I do have kind of like a special collector's edition of this on DVD, I think. Will I keep both? I don't know. We'll find out. Because, oh, also after this, I am going to be shooting a video for my vlog channel where I attempt to reorganize my entire collection, like all my displays. I'm doing a complete overhaul because I've gotten so much physical media lately. If you couldn't tell, that we just need to rework everything. We need to put a lot of stuff into storage. Like, I've got a lot to figure out. This next one looks sick. Voyage of the Rock Aliens. The story of a guy, a girl, and an alien, and the one night they will always remember. Do they have a threesome? Be honest. Actually, no, don't spoil it. This is a really nice, cool, unopened sleeved edition too. This is one that I would like maybe want to display eventually if I could. Next little bundle here. Oh, 12 Monkeys. I've only seen this movie the one time, but I'm really happy to be filling out my Terry Gilliam collection. Terry Gilliam. But I love him as a director. He did Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. We have got Weird Science. I feel like I have heard of this one, but I've never seen it. Really nice edition from Arrow Video and a ton of special features. I have like more movies now than I'll ever be able to watch in my lifetime. This is ridiculous. At least I'm young. At least I'm only 24. Next, RoboCop! I found this recently on VHS, but I didn't really have it in like a watchable format yet. So yay, also from Arrow Video. I wonder if this whole bundle, I think this whole bundle is Arrow Video. The next one is Dario Argento's Deep Red. Love this one. Also all the Arrow videos, it seems like they all come with an absurd amount of special features on them, so I'm not gonna show every single one. We've got Children of the Corn. I think this is the original, and it's unopened. This is from 96. What year did the original come out? I actually don't know. Is this a remake? For some reason I thought the original was a lot older. Alas, we must move on. The Cat O' Nine Tails. I think that I got this one in a Dario Argento bundle recently, actually. However, it is one that I haven't seen, and this is like a special edition with a ton of special features, so that's cool. Next, we have Blood and Black Lace. Ooh, a film by Mario Bava. I think this is a giallo, right? If I'm not mistaken. I've really been wanting to get into that subgenre, so Perfection. And lastly, from this little stack, we have the bird with the crystal plumage, which is also Dario Argento. You guys really want me to get into Italian horror, and I see you, I hear you, and I'm gonna get on it as soon as I can. Second to last big bubble wrapped bundle here. Another copy of Last House on the Left. This also has the unrated and theatrical cuts, it looks like. Yeah, both versions, and this one is a nice sleeved one. What am I gonna do? We also have The Woman. It's just called The Woman, and this is also Arrow Video. I don't know, never heard of this one before. Oh, it looks like I get to update. Oh my God. Universal 100th Anniversary Collector's Series of Jaws. Are we serious right now? Are we absolutely serious right now? Okay, we can take a little time on this one because, oh, this is falling out. What is this? Oh, this is a little advertisement from Discovery for Shark Week. That's so funny. I hosted a Shark Week myself on my channel. I love these because they're perfect time capsules of the era. It looks like that might be an iPhone 3 on the right there. Is there also like an iPad? Yeah, that's so funny. I love that. Okay, let's look in here. Well, first of all, so that's on the back. That shows off all the special features there. There's the movie, of course, gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's like a book. These are like pages of a book in here. That's wild. That is nutty. There's like a whole little book in here. That is wild. Ooh, it shows off like some of the original storyboards. That's super cool. Oh, you have pages of Quint's monologue on there from the original script. And then here in the back, you also have it on DVD. Wow, what a piece right here. Man, I guess money ain't a thing for you, huh? Next up, oh, another little collection here, an Underworld trilogy, the Essential Collection. I think that I do already have a couple of these movies, but they're definitely on DVD, not on Blu-ray. So this is the first 3 of that franchise. And then finally here, oh, we have the brand new Crimes of the Future. This is one that I was not hustling out to buy myself, but I did think I wanted to own it. So this is lovely. Thank you. Oh no, that wasn't the second to last bundle. There was another one hiding in there. It's cheeky. Oh, this is some bundles here. We have House, the collection. House 2, House 3, and House 4. We've got all the House movies. I have seen the original. I had no idea that it was a whole ass franchise like this, so cool. And it's also always really pleasing when you get like the entire bundle of them, because it has bothered me for a really long time that like my Friday collections and my Nightmare collection and Halloween, they're not complete. We also got a really crazy edition of Wes Craven's The Hills Have Eyes. I own the remake and the remake sequel to this. I did not own the original. This one is amazing. This is a limited collector's edition. We've got, oh, I think this is a poster. It is, and it's very crisp. I don't think this has ever been opened. Oh, wow, and it's double-sided. We've got this side here with more of the characters, and then you have the iconic original poster. When I have a home of my own someday, I will be able to put this up. Or maybe I'll switch out some of my current decor, because I've been wanting to do that for a little bit. I just need a frame, though, because this is so nice. Then you also get this little booklet here. So, oh my gosh, this has never been opened. Like, this has no, I mean, this is brand new. There's a lot of just like pictures from the production, so not a ton of information in here, but I think that it's more about the vibes. There are like a few pages that have some info and stuff, and it's mostly just like pictures. This is so cool. This is such a great addition. And of course, we'll go on my Wes Craven shelf. These are actually the last 2 bundles. Let me just like fish them out of here. Oh, it looks like there's a book here. What's this? Well, first of all, there's a movie called A Fish Called Wanda, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, and this is like an old school DVD. Never seen this one. It kind of looks like a rom-com. And so it is one of the funniest romantic comedies of the decade. What is this book? I'm so curious. Fragments of Horror by Junji Ito. And this reminds me of Scream, the painting. And it's interesting because from an American perspective, the book is like backwards. So like this is the beginning of it. I have never read one of these before, a graphic novel. This is cool. I know people that get really, really into these. So this is my first. I'll have to throw it on my reading list. All right, last bundle of the box here. First up, we have Body Bags. I love this movie. Again, it has to go on my John Carpenter shelf. This is such a fun anthology, and it's probably one of my favorites. It also briefly stars like Mark Hamill, which is just nuts. Great practical effects, really fun early 90s piece. I definitely recommend. Then we have, oh, Child's Play, a collector's edition. This is a really, really pretty sleeved copy, and we've got all of the special features there on the back. There's a ton of them. One of my favorite franchises of all time. Thank you very much. Here we have Class of 1984. I've never heard of this one, but it is from 1982, so again, again, building out the decades of my collection. Next up, we have a movie called Cobra, starring Sylvester Stallone. I'll be honest with you, besides the more modern movies where Stallone has cameos and stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy, I really have not seen like any of his movies. So I'll try to start getting on that. Next up, we have a movie called Cyborg. This looks like kind of maybe a really cheesy 90s, early 2000s. No, this is 1989. Okay, maybe a little bit ahead of its time. So again, building out my collection with some Scream Factory stuff. Here we've got, ooh, a collector's edition of Drag Me to Hell. Look at that. I've never seen that poster before, and there's a ton of special features as well. So this will come in handy when I do a deep dive on Sam Raimi. And also, this is part of my watch list this month. Next up, we've got, oh, Ginger Snaps. This is a movie I wasn't crazy about on my first watch. I know that I'll like it more on my second viewing, and this is also great to have it on Blu-ray. Next up, we have Mad Max, and I think that this is the original. I've never seen this one. I have seen the one that came out in, what, like 2014, but never seen the original. Next up, we have, oh, John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. Really filling out my John Carpenter collection. This is amazing. I've also never seen this cover of it, and I didn't know that this many special features of this movie existed, so incredible. Second to last, we have, oh, House on Haunted Hill. And this one is the remake from 99 that I've never seen. I love the original from 58. It's one of my favorite Vincent Price movies, but I've never seen the remake that I have heard is really, really good from 99. From my birth year, thank you very much. And finally, last, from the giant box from the very generous subscriber, we have Hell Night, another collector's edition, a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. This one is from 1981. It is yet another Scream Factory release, and it's a new 4K edition apparently of this movie. I know it's a Blu-ray, but on the back it says it's a new 4K scan. So very exciting. And now, even though I've been yammering away for so long, I still have to get into my thrifted bundle here. Starting off with Horror Pack, you'll notice I only have 3 Blu-rays here because the first one was Zombieland, which I already own. So I already have that stowed away on a special shelf for a future giveaway. So next up would be a movie called Detention that I've never heard of, but apparently stars Josh Hutcherson when he was kind of making his transition from child acting to adult acting. I have never heard of this, and I'm so curious. I think that it's supposed to be like a dark comedy. Apparently though, it also stars Dane Cook, which is disgusting, but whatever. I'll watch it for my boy Josh. We can start building up this stack over here again. We also have a movie called The Witching Season, and this one is the Horror Pack exclusive, so no high hopes there. So you know what? Not even gonna linger on it because I'm actually kind of excited about the last Horror Pack edition for this month. That would be Fantasy Island. I love bad teen horror that has a blockbuster feeling to it, so kind of like Escape Room, for example. This movie has everything that I want when I want to just like turn off my brain and enjoy my time. And how much can you really hate a movie when you got Lucy Hale and Michael Pena right there, you know? Anyway, moving on, I stopped into Goodwill because I was looking for a frame for something, and then of course I perused the DVDs. I only picked up this one thing, but a pretty good one thing right here. That would be Interview with the Vampire. And I got it on a little clippy DVD. But even though it's a really old edition of physical media, it has a ton of special features, like an entire behind-the-scenes documentary in the shadow of the vampire. I also love that interactive menus used to be considered a special feature and like something crazy new with DVDs. And I'm really happy to have found this one on a little clippy DVD in a really old format because movies from the 90s and early 2000s, I don't mind when they're a little lower quality. At another Goodwill, on a separate day, I found Cruel Intentions. This is a movie that I've never seen, but apparently is kind of like a classic drama with some classic 90s stars. So I thought I might as well pick it up, and it also has a ton of special features on it. Next up, we have the first 2 seasons of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This is something really special that I just needed to pick up because my boyfriend and I finally just started watching this show. I'd never seen it before somehow, and I'm obsessed with it. This also has like an entire gag reel, a bunch of behind the scenes. A couple of the episodes have the cast commentary on them. So this was a really exciting find for me. I had to pick this up. Then I took a little trip to Barnes & Noble, and I highly recommend going and hunting for physical media there right now because they are having so many sales and so many deals on really, really good stuff. So these next 4 titles all came from Barnes & Noble, and bear in mind, I only paid $24 for them. All unopened, all amazing. Well, technically 5 titles actually, because I'll start with this one. A 2-movie collection of The Addams Family, and these are the only 2 movies that really matter, so I don't care that the 3rd one is not there. And again, don't care that it's on DVD because these are 90s movies. So happy to finally own these. I love these. These are such a vibe. Next up, we've got Orphan, and yet again, early 2000s. I like having it on DVD, don't mind. And also brand new unopened. I love this movie. I love it to death. The last DVD from Barnes & Noble would be Guillermo del Toro's Crimson Peak. This movie is just dripping in gothic daydreams. Like, I love this movie so much. And there are also a ton of bonus features, so I picked this one up because it would also be beneficial for when I do a deep dive of Del Toro. And finally, probably the best thing that I got for any of the physical media heads out there, I got a steelbook edition of Friday the 13th Part 3. The fact that I got a steelbook plus 4 other DVDs for $24, because usually steelbooks are at least $30 a piece, like at least. This also has a bunch of special features, like a behind the scenes documentary and stuff like that, and also it's unopened. Like, I mean, what more could you ask for? This historically is not one of my favorite movies, but I couldn't pass this up because now I am admittedly getting into steelbooks. I never really thought that I would, but now I get it. I'm on board. I'm on the train. Another day, I went up to Ventura for a little thrifting day and found these 5 titles here. So these are all like $1 to $2 DVDs. First up would be Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I have wanted to watch this movie since I was 12 years old. Like, this was my 12-year-old dream, but it was R-rated, so I couldn't go see it. And somehow, in the last decade, I never have been able to see it. The timing just was never right. It was never on streaming, never rented it. I don't know. But now it is back in my consciousness. I own it. This movie cannot get away from me anymore. Okay, let's dial down the intensity with the next pick, which is another Del Toro. We have Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth. We got Pan's Labyrinth. I've actually never seen this movie before, amazingly. And I know, don't even trip. I know, it's like a perfect film. It's amazing. This also has special features on it, so again, will be great for when I do my Del Toro deep dive. Next up, we have an unrated edition of The Ruins. It felt like perfect cosmic timing that this would come to me right now because I just finished reading the book for the very first time and I loved the book. One of my new favorite horror books of all time. It also has some special features and it includes the original theatrical ending and some deleted scenes. There are behind the scenes featurettes. It also has commentary and a never before seen alternate ending. So I don't know if that means that this also includes like the theatrical cut as well. Like if they just change the ending, I don't know. But super pumped to have this unrated and on DVD because this is such like a time capsule of the early 2000s. I adore it. Next up we have the sequel to the original Charlie's Angels, and I have never even seen the first one, but this one was just such a good addition with so many special features. It's a special edition after all. I just assumed that at some point in all my scavenging and my thrifting travels, I will find the first movie. So even though I've never seen them, I was like, this is such a good edition in such good shape, I might as well, because it's like $1. And finally, the last dollar DVD that I found is Black Swan. Such a good film. So intense. So depressing. Just a lot to handle, and there aren't really any special features on this one, but that's okay. I love having it on DVD because it's just so clean. Like the whole spine of it is just like white. So I think not only is this an amazing movie, but it'll just also look really nice and clean in the collection. And finally, I had another Goodwill trip maybe like a month ago, I think that these are from. So they've just been sitting there waiting for me to talk about them. But you can tell because they all have the Goodwill stickers. Love those. First up, we have The Hollow Man, and this one I picked up because eventually I do want to do a giant comparison of all the Invisible Man movies. And this has a ton of special features on it because this is a special edition DVD. Also, we love Kevin Bacon. I love to have more of his movies in my collection. I'm gonna scooch this over here. You know, this bat plushie is not really, it's not really fluffing back up much. That's a little worrisome. I wonder if I have to kind of, you know, play with it for a bit for it to come back to life here. Anyway, do you remember how I also was kind of on a kick of getting DVDs of old shows that I loved as a kid? This one is no different, although this one is from the newer edition, one of the newer TV shows of Scooby-Doo, What's New Scooby-Doo, but this is a special Halloween bundle, so I had to get this. Are you kidding me? And it's also a little clippy DVD. Also, if you're new here, I know that they're called snapper cases. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, this is the Halloween Booze and Clues edition. So it has The Vampire Strikes Back, Mummy Scares Best, High-Tech House of the Future, and She Sees a Sea Monster by the Seashore. Next up, I did have to get another Goosebumps DVD. I had to do it. And this is kind of like a monster bundle. So we've got both of the Monster Blood episodes, How to Kill a Monster and The Girl Who Cried Monster. So even though there's only one on the front, there are actually 4 episodes in this bundle. And that just seemed like a good deal to me, so I had to pick this one up. In my last haul, I also picked up, I think, some Scooby-Doo episodes and some Goosebumps episodes too. And finally, the last movie in this gargantuan haul that I didn't even know was this big, we have Red Dragon. Because if you recall from my last haul, I want to do a deep dive on the character of Hannibal Lecter, and I found this edition of Red Dragon. I didn't own this movie before, and there are a ton of special features on there. And a lot of the special edition features on this are very specific to Hannibal Lecter, including, this was the one that made me be like, I need to buy this. The Life History of Hannibal Lecter, a timeline from childhood to present day. It also has Hannibal Lecter's FBI case file, Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter. I'm assuming that's like a featurette. Also, the criminal profile of Hannibal Lecter, renowned profiler John Douglas theories on how Hannibal Lecter and real serial killers are profiled. So this was a very exciting copy for me to find when I do that deep dive of the character. I love Hannibal Lecter to death, and I'm really happy to own more of his movies now. But that's gonna do it. I'm not even gonna pick up all of the other DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff that I got because I can't, actually. I simply can't. They are in a vast pile on the floor now. So we will have to pick up on my vlog channel where this is leaving off, where I will show you the aftermath and we will go through the entire new organization of my collection. But for right now, I must bid you adieu. Let me know your favorite thing that I got in my collection. I am still kind of blown away at this new edition of Jaws. Like, this is something I just was not expecting, and it's amazing. But there were so many cool things in this collection. I'll be going through more of it and stuff during that little organization video. So if you feel like I didn't talk about the movies enough in this video, I might a little bit more over there while I'm organizing. Now, you might have noticed these names scrolling on screen here. Those are my lovely, lovely patrons. We love them. They make sure that all this content is free for the rest of you to enjoy. And as a thank you to them, I do post 4 to 6 bonus videos over there every single month. And that's not even including all the copyrighted watch-alongs that now live on Patreon. So there's more like, I don't know, sometimes you might get lucky and get like 10 bonus videos a month. So highly recommend the Patreon over there. And, you know, good people, good vibes. They are like advisors to my unholy council, if you will. But if that's not for you, all the rest of my social media is also down below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's where I will keep you up to date on all the stuff that I'm doing this month. It's October, you know, there's a lot going on. And also, yes, I'm trying desperately to bring this little plushie to life, but it's difficult. It's a lot harder than it looks. But more than anything else, all I really want is for you to have enjoyed this video and for me to catch you in the next one. So I hope to see you then. Bye!